Hey guys, it's Liz from Eating Vegan Simplified. Today I'm going to be making some Mexican comfort food, which is called Chilaquiles. If you have not heard of it, I'm about to introduce you to it, and I'm going to make a vegan version of it. Usually it's made with like a whole bunch of cheese, so obviously I'm not doing that. But it's simple, it's delicious, and you could have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So there you go, very versatile. Anyway, before you got here, I started cooking some onion. Here they are. I used red onion, but you could use any onion you want. I used red onion because I had like half an onion left that I was looking to use up, so there it is. I used it. And this is some garlic that I am adding, a little bit of garlic. So I'm just gonna, I've been cooking the onion for probably 3 or 4 minutes, just to get a little bit soft, you know. And now I'm just gonna cook the garlic just for a couple of minutes, just to mix it in. So this is a really yummy dish. In Mexico, people have it for breakfast. It's really good. People have it for breakfast right here too. I would have it for breakfast. Okay, so I'm gonna make the sauce. And I'm gonna start with some vegetable broth. It's like a half a cup of vegetable broth. And this is chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, okay? And they're diced up ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the whole can because this gives it a really nice flavor. And I mean, they're not, I'm gonna put it in the blender too, so if they're not completely diced, which they're not, then they will be, okay? I'm gonna put that in. And then I have also some adobo seasoning. So I'm just going to put a little more in of the seasoning. I don't know how much. What is that, a teaspoon maybe? And this is some diced tomatoes, like maybe a 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes. So you just want to bring, oh, that smells so good.
It does.
So you just want to get all this combined for just a couple of minutes. Let the flavors kind of get together. It's that, what is that? That adobe, you know, sauce with the peppers. That's what smells so good in here. And the garlic and the onion smell pretty good too. So anyway, so there it is. Okay. So once that is just going for a couple of minutes, I'm going to put it in my food processor. So now I'm just going to do it for like a very short time because I don't want it to be liquidy. I just want to break down some of these peppers that are in here that are kind of big pieces. I don't want to have big pieces like that. I want it to be more saucy, but I don't want it to be completely saucy, if that makes sense. Now, you might like it completely saucy, and that's okay. You might be a saucy kind of person, and that's okay. And if you do, then put it in there for a longer time. But you're gonna see, I'm gonna put it in for really, really short, just like give it a couple little pulses, just trying to break it up. So there it is. Delish. Okay, now I put this, I left it out just so I could show you. When I take tofu out, I put it in my tofu press. If you don't have one, I talked about it before. It's super easy. You put it in, you turn these two little things, it presses it, and then the liquid comes out. So that's what I've done. I'll put a little bit of oil in here. You don't have to clean out the pan, just leave it like this. It's gonna taste even better with that kind of seasoning in it. And then what you wanna do is just break it up, just like you're making a tofu scramble. So I'm using extra firm tofu. And so you get why sometimes people have this for breakfast, because it's kind of like a tofu scramble, but like a Mexican version of it. So we are having it for dinner. Yay! Yeah, so you just want to cook this for maybe, I don't know, just until it browns a little bit, just not very long, you know, under 5 minutes I would say would probably work, and your pan should be hot. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I want to make a clicking sound. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, so, okay. So I'm going to let that do its thing. I'm going to put a little seasoning in. So this is cumin, garlic powder, salt, and some chili powder. And I'm putting all of that in there just to kind of give it this yummy flavor. Tofu by itself does not taste like very much, so it's always a good idea to put seasoning in. Plus, the seasoning that's in the bottom of the pan is helping it out too. And it will be in the sauce. I'm just going to want it to get brown for a few. Okay. So in here, I have some corn on the cob. I just boiled a couple of corns because it seems like it's a decent side dish for Mexican food. So I'm gonna make kind of my version of a Mexican street corn. So of course I just took the husk off and all that, cleaned it, boiled it, because my grill, I don't have a grill right now. It's so good on the grill. If I had a grill, I would have made it on that, but I don't have one at the moment. So, you know, I didn't. But anyway, so, yeah. And then I made this sauce out of like vegan mayo, vegan sour cream, a little bit of each, maybe equal parts, and some lime juice and some garlic powder. You know, I don't know how much, just enough to make it taste good. You know, kind of do that and see if you like the way it tastes. If you don't put in more lime or put in more garlic or whatever. Always put in less because you can always put some more, right? You can't put less. If you put too much, put some more mayo in or something and dilute it a little bit. Okay. This, I think, is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of there. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay. Just going to take it out for a minute. Now, if you are somebody who has a lot of, like let's say you're Martha Stewart, or somebody who really likes to do a lot of things in the kitchen and spend a lot of time, sometimes that's me, but not today. Then you could make your own tortilla chips, okay? Me, I did not do that. I just have store-bought tortilla chips that I will be using, and I got the kind, oops, I missed one. I got the kind that's called Late July, and I got the lime flavor, but you could have any flavor or plain. Plain is fine because there's so much seasoning in this that you don't need very much. But anyway, here they are. So here are my chips. I'm putting them in the hot pan, okay? Break them a little bit. Put as much as you want. I just took a couple of handfuls, okay? I'm just gonna let them get hot for just a minute. You think we need more? Maybe, huh?
Maybe.
Let me get a little bit more.
I mean, were you asking?
Sorta.
Good.
Sorta I was. This is Eating Vegan Simplified, the quarantine edition, where I use what I happen to have in the house. So that's what I have. These are Late July sea salt and lime. I really like these.
They're very good.
Yeah, if you haven't had those, I like those. Anyway, there it is. So, all right. So, toppings. Once this is done, you have a choice of lots of different toppings. Personally, I love cilantro. My husband doesn't like cilantro, so maybe I'll just put some on mine. I also put that on my corn, on my Mexican street corn, but not on his. He said, what did you say? I'm grown. I don't need to eat that if I don't like it. So
Yes, I did.
I cannot argue with that. Okay. These are fine. You just leave them for a couple of minutes. You don't want them to get crazy, okay? Now, you pour this over. This is the sauce. Yum. You put the tofu scramble in.
Yes.
Personally, I would put cilantro at this point,
Ooh.
but I'm being told that he's grown and he doesn't have to eat it. I do highly recommend you put some cilantro on there. I'm going to put a little vegan cheese. I have this Violi. I'm very bad at opening. Oh, I did it. Okay. Put a little cheese on top.
That looks good.
And maybe some avocado. And whatever else you like. You know, maybe you want to put salsa on here, or hot sauce, or, you know, more lime, or I don't know. I don't know. Anything you like. Let me wash my hands. They're pretty dirty. Okay. I'll let that sit for a minute. Actually, maybe I'll put a lid on and let the cheese kind of melt, which I think will be good. I don't know if this is the right one. It's not really. I'll just leave it anyway. Good enough. Okay, so while that's happening, I am going to do my corn, just so you could see what it's all about. Okay, so again, this is mayo. This is sour cream, all vegan. Vegan mayo, vegan sour cream. I put a little lime and a little garlic powder. So that's what I did. And then I brush it on. And I gotta tell you, this is absolutely delicious. Makes you want to eat corn a lot. And this will be mine. So I'm putting cilantro on. And his will be next, and he won't have to eat the cilantro. But I love cilantro. Can't be too much. But I know some people, it tastes weird to some people, and that's probably, he's one of those people. Okay. All right. So, chilaquiles. Let me grab my plate here. I have some watermelon, in case you didn't know what that was. I'm sure you did. Okay, here we go. Some chilaquiles with tofu, with cheese. The cheese will melt, because this is super hot. Watermelon, Mexican street corn. Dinner served, you guys. So check it out. I'm going to have the recipe right underneath, like I always do. Just press that little down arrow and you'll see the recipe. And while you're there, make sure you hit the subscribe button, right? Because I have new recipes every week. Wouldn't want you to miss one. If there's something you'd like to see in a recipe, let me know. I'm happy to make whatever, you know. So enjoy chilaquiles, Mexican street corn, watermelon. Happy cooking.